Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. I'm Jen, and I'm here to do an energy check-in for water signs for the full moon Virgo eclipse on March 3rd. This eclipse brings a high defining light on the details of your life, your routines, your health, your work, your boundaries, and the quiet ways you've been overgiving. This full moon in Virgo isn't here to be gentle. It's here to be precise. And with an eclipse, we're not just releasing, we're realigning. Be sure to like, consider subscribing, and leave me a message. I love connecting with you. So let's jump in water signs and see what the universe has for you for this full moon eclipse. We're going to start with a Moonology Oracle card to get a general energy for this moon. Let's see what we are getting for you, water signs. Thank you. And we have hold your vision, fixed moon. All right, so you have a vision. You have something that you have clearly been visualizing. You could have very well have drawn a picture of this. This could be all mental pictures, but you have an idea and a vision. You have something that you have been really envisioning. So let's see what we have for fixed moon. All right, I'll find it here somewhere. Oh, here we go. All right. So, fixed moon, hold your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Attune to the moon. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card, place them where they resonate. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. All right, so there is a situation where you are needing to hold your vision. You could very well be in a situation where maybe you've shared your vision and somebody is not responding in the ways that you've wanted them to. But you know it is something that you really, really want. Hold that vision. Hold true with that. But it could very well be too, take it where it resonates. Maybe you're the one that needs to back down. Because when an idea's time is not yet arrived, then there's nothing you can do until it's ready. So, but there is a vision. There's something that you have been really working on, water signs. All right, let's see what the tarot has for you. All right, our first card out is the Six of Wands. This is the energy that you are needing to embody as we are moving into this read. We have the Eight of Swords. This is what is needing to be released or is culminating. We have the Nine of Swords, which is the energy of what you need to lean into. And advice from Spirit is the Three of Wands. All right, water signs. So this could very well be this situation that one you need to hold your vision on is really, you're up in your head. Some of it is that it could very well be you're in your own way. We'll get a little deeper and see what's happening. But There's definitely something that needs to be released so that you can move forward. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. All right, this is the energy underneath it all. The Page of Cups is a messenger, a fresh, young, new energy coming in to say, hey, there's creativity, there's inspiration, there's all kinds of, it's love, right? So this energy is underneath it all, saying like there's brand new energy to embody. And there's an energy coming through in a message saying that some of you have been maybe a little immature with some situations. So you may technically need to be the one that is apologizing. But there also could be somebody out there that has been a little immature during this time too. So again, take that where that's resonating. But there is an energy of inspiration, of creativity, of new energy coming through, right? Taking those next steps. Hold that vision. What is it that you're visualizing? Is it what needs to come through? This is that messenger that's coming through saying yay or nay, or, you know, here I'm here with an offer, apology, or I'm here to say, hey, let's take our hands and skip along and see. You're definitely envisioning something. You're definitely expanding on a vision. All right, the energy you are needing to embody as we come into this read is the Six of Wands. This is a victory. This is a really good, harmonious energy. Sixes are very harmonious. This is, I have beat out the competition and I am now being walked through on horseback, looking good, feeling good, because I have worked on the things that I need to work on. I have risen above the competition, right? I have done something that has shown that it's worth it, and I'm being showcased. Some of you could be in the limelight. Some of you could have gotten some promotions, or in the process of getting a promotion. But there also could be a scrutiny type of vision, not in a way of I'm looking to find bad things, which very well could be. I mean, you've just beat out all of this competition, and so there could be some haters, there could be some jealous people out there. If this is a work situation, it could very well be. Some of them are like, well, you got the job, I was so much cut out, but you obviously were the better person that needed to get that job. So hold that confidence, ride in on your horse, and hold that vision, right? Because it looks like there's something that you are wanting to create, and what has just happened, meaning you've attained this new promotion, this new creative endeavor, or because this could be all about work and career. I mean, that could be a little bit of love. It could be that I've beat out the competition, I'm getting bachelor or bachelorette. I don't know, maybe you just had something like that happen. If so, great, you beat them all out. But there is a energy of, again, you have confidently been and are being led through the competition and saying, hey, you were the best person for the job. So this is the energy that you are embodying as you are walking into this read. Now, if you're not there, that's okay. It's meant for you to look through, again, your own self, and to build your confidence. And ask yourself, what are the things that I need to do that's going to help build my confidence? Because that could very well be like when we think about beating out the competition, and we're thinking about interviews. We have somebody that could be extremely nervous and I don't know, I'm right, but they have all of the degrees and they have all of the experience and they have all of those things. And then we have somebody who comes in that doesn't have any of that and is kind of like, I'm getting office space. Like when he's just coming in and he's just like, yeah, this is who I am. If he's authentically who he is, sometimes that beats out no matter what happens. So it's a level of confidence. It's a level of how you hold yourself. And so that is what Spirit is asking. How are you holding yourself? Are you standing up tall? Are you speaking clearly? Are you engaging? Or are you slumped over? Are your eyes looking at your feet, right? So think about how you are reflecting. If somebody's coming up, and if you're like, I don't know how I am, ask a good friend, like, be honest with me, and be open to what comes through, right? Because it's for a purpose of you building that confidence, and start doing things. If you're feeling icky because of the way, maybe it's like your clothes, go out and get some new clothes. And it doesn't mean I have to go to the department stores. Believe me, it's very expensive out there. Go to some of those thrift stores. Just start, find something new. Like, you can find some really good finds out there that are not a lot of money, if that's something that you're worried about. So again, when we start feeling it on the outside, do some mirror work, right? I'm confident, I'm awesome, I'm a BA, you know, like, there's so many things that you can do just to help yourself. And it's gonna feel funny at first because it's new. But if you're consistent and you continue to do something to shift that, and that's really kind of where that's at. Maybe that is your vision. Maybe it's time for you to release that old part of you, or that old you, and say, I'm ready for something brand new. Those are those little steps that you start taking to build that confidence, because you've got a victory here. You have something. You're going to be very successful. You're going to have a victory on what you are working on. Now, what needs to be released is the Eight of Swords. And this is, again, a big energy of you. I'm feeling you are in your own way. You are in your own head. You are your own block. There's a lot of imposter syndrome coming through with this for whatever reason. The cycle could have been like, let's say it was with work, and you have had maybe a layoff, and then you thought you wanted to do this thing, and then you did it, and it just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to be. And underneath all of those things, you have been saying, it's because of me that's been the flaw. It's not because of you that's been the flaw. It's you are not fitting. That was not an environment for you. And so it's actually a really good thing. Spirit is saying, I did that so that you can be where you are needing to be, right here, right now. And if you are in a position, maybe you've gotten that, you're in a position, this was the position you were supposed to be in, right? So release these swords. These are things that people say and have done, and thoughts and our own mindsets, right? So take those swords out and release. Clip these so that we can, like, get our hands out and start creating, right? When we use our hands, create. Take that blindfold off. And if it's something that you can't do, that's fine. Keep that there, but tap into that intuition, because your higher self is coming through. Not only your higher self, but the universe and spirit is really saying, I did those things so that you can see your own confidence. You can see your own brilliance. You can see. So you're the one who is in your own way. Set yourself free. So this full moon eclipse, and eclipses are things that cut out things in our life. Sometimes they're things we want out, sometimes they're things we don't, right? But our job is to surrender to what is, and to have the faith, trust, and knowing that what is being eclipsed, what is leaving our life, is meant for a higher good for ourselves, right? The universe is not going to give us anything we cannot handle. And the things the universe gives us are the things that we need so that we can build our confidence. We can overcome some of these negativities that we might place in front of us ourselves, or overcome the things that people say to us that could be very damaging to our ego, like our self. All right, I have a sneeze coming and it doesn't want to come out, so If I'm stalling, that's because I have. Welcome to allergy season. That is what's going on right now. So, again, Spirit is saying, release this. And this eclipse is coming through saying, if you're not doing it, I'm going to do it for you, right? And it's all for your own good. There's a very good energy coming through with this. Now, the energy you need to lean into is the Nine of Swords. And I'm getting two things off of this. One, you are meant to go through these anxieties, these fears, these worries, and finally say, I am letting it go. I am cutting them out of my life. I'm clipping the cords, the energetic cords, because this is all from that old cycle. And this full moons are all about a time of culmination, a time for us to cut out those things and heal those things. And full moons are very emotionally charged. Now, this is not an emotional card, but there are, when we think about like our mind, our body, our spirit, our emotions might trigger a thought. Our thought might trigger an emotion. It triggers an action. So we think about that whole triangle, and we think about what's happening. The full moon is bringing this up. The full moon is saying, hey, water signs, I got your back, but you're really going to have to let this stuff go. It is no longer for you. And there's an energy of some of you using it as an excuse, because now you're going to be seen, and there's that level of confidence. You're afraid of what's out there, but water signs, be authentic, be you. That is what your purpose is and what you are supposed to be doing. And so the moon is coming in saying, here we go. I'm going to bring this stuff up. I'm going to keep you safe and comfortable. You're in your own space. No, you're warm. You're taken care of. But this stuff's got to go. This stuff's got to go, right? This is coming up at a very good time at this time so that it can finally be released. Because that's what's supposed to be happening. You've held so long onto this, and and it's like, for whatever reason, it could be safety measures. Like sometimes we think, as long as we're miserable, I mean, we're feeling, right? But we don't necessarily have to just wallow in that misery. Like, we can still feel and feel happy. And this is another thing. You're allowed. You are worthy of good. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a beautiful mindset. You are worthy of beautiful conversations. You are worthy of all of that. And that could very well be what you are saying to yourself. So I'm getting some full moon rituals. So universe is saying, lean into some full moon rituals, whatever that may be. I have one on my post, and I'm actually going to be doing a full moon ritual for this new moon, or I'm sorry, this full moon and this eclipse, and I'm going to post it on my YouTube. So check that out, because if that is what you need to be doing, that gives you the opportunity. Pull up all this crap, let this stuff go, and then feel into that gratitude and feel into that worthiness, because you are worthy of it. But this is the perfect timing to do it. And I have to tell you, water signs, I know heavy emotions can be very hard, and you're already, water signs, you are already very, very deeply connected to your emotions. But sometimes, because you are deeply connected, you like to repress. And what those repressed emotions do is it brings up all of these thoughts, these ruminations, these what ifs, these shoulds, these coulds, I wish, and all of these, oh, I can't believe they said that, and oh, is that true? Oh, I'm feeling it, and that's what's happening. So it's one of those things of you being able to cut this crap and then feel into that gratitude and feel into that worthiness that you, just by your inherent nature, are able and capable of having. It's a beautiful time, right? I know it can be hard, but this is a very perfect time to do this, and it's time. Now, the energy that is guidance or advice from spirit, you have a vision. Expand, right? Be creative. Set it into the universe. Release this heavy energy and start envisioning, start expanding on that brand new mindset, on that brand new career, on that brand new position you have, or that brand new business you want to build. Let go of all that stuff, right? Get out of your own way. Let the eclipse and the full moon utilize that energy so that you can start building, and you can start envisioning, and you can start like letting out your vibe. The universe is listening. The universe is like, all right, yay, water signs, you did it. You let it go. Now I am going to help, but you need to give me what I'm working with, right? And that's what this energy, this guidance, this advice is from spirit. So expand, vision. What is it that you're working on? Woohoo! All right, water signs. We're going to end our read with an inspiration card to see what kind of inspiration we can lean into at this time. So let's see what you are getting. Thank you. Feel intense burning desire. Oh, I was feeling that off of that 3 of Wands. And I was feeling that when I was really talking about just let that stuff go. The quality that stands out among those who feel inspired is a quality of intense burning desire. The intensity of your desire needs to be so great that your love for who you are and what you do precludes the possibilities of any boredom, tedium, or weariness. Yes. Let your desire for you to be authentically you, to build, to vision, to share your authentic self with the world. Feel it, that intense desire. And man, water signs, you are our desires. You are intense, and you are our feelers. Let it go and then feel it. Feel it immensely. All right, water signs, this is what I have for you for this full moon eclipse. Please like, subscribe, send me a comment. Love connecting with you. Let me know if there's any feel-good vibes I can send your way. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye-bye.